Welcome to the Work Better podcast, a podcast to gain unique perspective on how we help our people do their best work, which helps our customers do theirs too. My name is Allison McConnell. I'm a part of our People Ops team at Clearbridge, and I use my unique experience in coaching and leadership to dig deep into complex issues and opportunities in our business, and the strategies we are implementing to help everyone work better. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy this episode. All right, Ryan. Well, I'm super excited to talk to you about this topic today. This is something for me that I've spent some time researching, and I love to see different companies using this technique throughout their organizations. And I've really liked how we've built it into ours. So let's dive in. Today's question is, what is a flat leadership structure and how does it impact the work that we do at Clearbridge?
Great question. So I think unintentionally, we have evolved to where we are today, which has largely been a flat, whether you call it a flat leadership style or just a flat operational style, in that we really want to ensure that the right people are empowered to make the right decisions at any given time throughout the organization. And we want to give everyone the opportunity to essentially see themselves as leadership potential and to work towards that. My experience is that leadership you don't have to have a special title to be a leader. Leaders sort of crop up organically, and they do that by taking charge of a situation or by just demonstrating a skill set or knowledge or the ability to jump in and tackle something. And we want to give everyone that opportunity to do that, whether it's for little moments or whether it's for longer periods of time or somewhere in the middle with individual projects. And so as our business has grown over the years, I think we've just naturally evolved to that style of management where where we at different points in time have given different people opportunities to step into sort of a leadership function, if that makes sense.
It does. Do you have any examples where that has cropped up? Any great examples?
I think there's lots of examples. I think we've seen different people step up in different ways. So, for example, we've seen, if there's a chaotic situation where maybe a customer of ours is having a technical issue or an outage that's impacting their people, I think we've seen certain people step up in different ways and take charge of the situation, start to figure out what's the problem, what can we do to move things forward, how can we communicate with the customer better, how can we ensure that our team is rallying in the right way and prioritizing appropriately. And I think certain people just either they have the experience at Clearbridge or professionally to be able to better react to that situation, or it's just a more natural trait of theirs to sort of take that kind of leadership role. And then separately, we've seen situations where maybe someone is skilled in a certain way or has a certain aptitude for looking at problems from a different perspective, and not necessarily a situation of chaos, but simply a matter of putting the right people in place or putting the right pieces in place to move forward with that project. So, a simple example that I'm thinking of is, recently we reorganized our office and rearranged desks and purchased new desks and new storage cabinets. And we needed help to kind of figure out where things were going to go and what would function and flow well. And we saw certain people just sort of naturally step into that role. They weren't asked to do that. It was just something that excited them and something that they were probably naturally gifted at. And that created a lot of value for us. We don't have we didn't hire someone to help us with that. We just had someone naturally step into that function as we were reorganizing.
I love that. I think that is one of the shining lights of working at Clearbridge is the opportunity to step into things that excite you and, practice those leadership skills. Do you think this concept is a widely known concept throughout our entire team?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, as we were talking through this, I was sort of reflecting back, like, where did that come from? And, I think professionally, I had a number of roles in my career where I was given that latitude to sort of step into areas that needed to be stepped into at different companies that I worked for. And I also, thinking about my upbringing, I had parents that sort of gave me that same opportunity in life where they, they always encouraged me to learn and to try new things and to fail. And there were always opportunities growing up where help was needed. And I was just, put in a position where I could step in and do whatever I could do to help out. And I think even observing my parents doing that. So I think that's just been part of who I am and how I got to where I am today. And, we always hear lead by example, right? And, I try to live that out, to the best of my abilities every day. But when you see people operating that same capacity, where people in our organization have seen me step into different roles, whether it be hosting or being part of a podcast or reaching out to customers to work through different problems that were going on, or helping to chip in with our people on solving problems. I've never really been afraid to get involved in any area of our business or even our customers' businesses to help them with the things they needed to move forward. And so I think maybe that has helped build that into the culture. At least I hope it has.
I would say, I think my first experience with, flat leadership structure is a book called Lead Without a Title. And it was the first leadership book that I ever read. And it essentially is that concept that you're a leader. It doesn't matter what position you do, whether you're sweeping floors or running the business, everybody plays their part and everybody, has a voice and should be using it. So I think that's such an important thing for our people to understand how it helps us help our customers do their best work too. So on that note, how do you see having a flat structure encouraging Clearbridge to thrive? Like, how do we thrive with this?
Yeah, I think, just as simply as I can put it, it eliminates the bottlenecks associated with communication. I've read a number of times about how Elon Musk at Tesla is super passionate about this idea that if anyone has any idea or method to improve the efficiency or to reduce costs related to producing their products, that they need to tell whoever can action or put that information into play to benefit the company. And to do that, and he's written to his people about it. He's been interviewed and echoed those comments. And it's just the idea of efficiency, right? Like when you're building a company, when you're trying to run a company that is agile in how it supports its customers, you have to be able to pivot like that. You have to be willing to listen to any and all ideas. Doesn't mean you take all of those ideas, but ideas are important, and often ideas stem into new ideas, right? They build on top of each other, and eventually you get to that place where you're like, that's exactly what we need to do. And so I think for me, it's first and foremost, it's about efficiency. It's also about giving people the opportunity to do their best work. If you are put in a position where you can help out in different ways that might not be a part of your job description or your role or even your expectations, it gives you an opportunity to take little steps forward to demonstrate, hey, I can take this responsibility on and I can own it and I can deliver on that. So I think there's a well-rounded benefit here for us, for our customers, and for our people. And it doesn't always, like, there has to be some kind of organized leadership structure in place. But I think generally speaking, from a day-to-day operational perspective, there's a lot of value, and we've really worked hard to avoid to avoid putting sort of management layers in place. And sometimes we have, and we've kind of gone back and we've learned from that, and we're still learning. But I think for me, it really comes down to communication, and that results in better efficiency.
Yeah, I also find that this is a tactic that really empowers our people as well. So I feel like efficiency and communication and empowerment are the three key takeaways from a flat structure that land for me. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, but I just want you, in a few words, what is the one thing that you want our team to take away from this video today?
I think it's that there's the opportunity to step in and get involved. Every single day there's an opportunity, and this isn't 2 or 3 words, but that opportunity exists to get more involved and to ensure that we're communicating as efficiently as possible as a company.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today, Ryan. I can't wait to share this with our team.
Thank you.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, please like, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps us get the content into more hands so we can help more people and organizations to do better work each day. If you're interested in connecting with us to learn more about how at Clearbridge we help our customers to do the best work they've ever done, check us out at clearbridge.ca.